Now, complete high school football coverage with John Appicello, Alyssa Ray, and Eric Johnson. This is 10 Sports First and 10. Sponsored by Glass & Associates, DeHart Tile, and Schul's.
The madness returns to the gridiron all across the state of Virginia and, of course, to WSLS 10 as the First and 10 crew is cranked up and ready for yet another year. I have a simple request. Can we hold the bickering? Can we put it on hold until after we survive the massive space battle? And tonight it's perfectly acceptable to say, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all, as your football guardians take you safely through week 1 of another prep football season. If you missed our half-hour special last night, head to WSLS.com and check it out. We have features, new coaches, all the camp tour stops, as well as schedules, highlights, and more, all thanks to the web czar, Jeff Williamson. As we get started, some districts have different looks after what I'm calling the reshuffle, so check out Eric Johnson's feature on which teams moved where. That is online. Which brings us to the game of the week. 2 perennial playoff programs in what we like to refer to as an opening game measuring stick. Alyssa Ray spent the night at Glenver High School where both coaches were ready to see what they've got this year. Alyssa.
Yeah, a battle of 2 proven programs. Galax with an appearance in the state semifinal a year ago, and Glenver, a team with only 5 losses the past 3 years. The teams are 3-3 in this series, and the coaches use this game, as you said, as a measuring stick to see what their teams need to improve on throughout the season. To Highlander Stadium we go, packed with fans ready to start the season off right. Glenver up 7-0 early, but Galax responds. Quarterback Cole Pickett hands off to Dougie Peoples, and he takes it 41 yards, teaching everyone how to Dougie. That ties it up 7-7. Second quarter, Highlanders just warming up. 4th down and goal from the 5. Landry Gerbers with the toss to Josh Clifford. Glenver up 14-7. First play of the 4th quarter, handoff to Jack Leonard to extend that lead 34-7. And Maroon Tide's Dougie Peoples would score for Galax in the 4th, but it wasn't enough. Highlanders victorious 34-14. An impressive standout showing by Glenver's defense that held 2 solid tailbacks to limited yards, and with the dynamic duo between quarterback Landry Gerbers and wide receiver Josh Clifford and a solid run game, the Highlander team looks pretty well rounded. Appy?
That was a well-shot highlight, Alyssa. Meantime, the Brackman's Cup was up for grabs again tonight. The annual battle between Allegheny and Covington has been dominated, of course, by the Mountaineers through the years. Could the Cougars turn the tables tonight? Let's get you out for a look-see at that one. Yeah, those First and 10 footballs going in the crowd, and then Allegheny already up 10-0. Here comes Covington. Kent Bullock. Bullock is bullish tonight. It's 10-6. Next Covington drive, look at this, nice play action. It's to Bullock, to Blake Woodsell, back to KJ Moore. Very nicely done. Cougars follow through with another touchdown pass. Jaden Riddick, it's 12-10, Covington Cougars. But Allegheny scores early in the 3rd. Watch right here, completed pass, and they're in the end zone for the 2-point conversion as well, 24-20. Allegheny will take the cup home yet again. George Wythe and Radford, Maroons and Bobcats, 2 good programs. Another one of those measuring stick games. George Wythe up 13-10, Deacon Beamer. Football, Radford is on it, and the Radford fans pretty excited. They've got the turnover. 3rd quarter, same score. 4th and 25. Radford's Josh Alley there to break up the pass. Same score. We're taking you late in the game. Bad snap. George Wythe with the ball at the 16-yard line. Could they cash in? Brock Rosenbaum. He's in the house. Tower of Power. 20-10, 26-18 your final. George Wythe is a winner. How about Christiansburg, the Blue Demons at the Floyd County Buffs. Winford Beal, the legend, approaching 4 decades at Floyd County, the molder and leader of men, if you will. Occasionally, those men end up coaching against him. Alex Wilkins, Floyd grad, Glenver assistant, now first-year head coach, facing his mentor. Floyd quarterback Ian Barry and the Buffs, well, they were controlling the clock and the ball, but no one was scoring in the first half. Buffs D doing their job. Cole Webb, the senior, with the big-time sack. A little bit later on, Christiansburg started moving the ball. This is Nathan Custer, nice catch. But Floyd stopped them there and stopped them in this game. 18-0, they were victorious. Scores for you, Chatham and James River played a wild one, 79-54 your final. The Bruins hadn't beaten Giles since 2010. They did it tonight. Mountain Empire for you. Mark Harrison's first game with the Rockets. It was a competitive one, 33-20 for Chiswell over Rural Retreat tonight. More Mountain Empire. Narrows 27-0 over Auburn. Allegheny of North Carolina takes down Grayson County 20-14. The South Side Showdown tonight. Dan River at Magna Vista. Two teams are playoff staples in the 2A and 3A ranks respectively. Here we go. Coach Favero's Warriors coming down from the stands. Late first quarterback Akira Greenfield, the connection. Warriors are inside the 5. Next play, punching it in. We've got a 7-3 game. Next drive for the Wildcats. You recall Dan River won this game pretty handily last year. Peyton Aston here looking for B.J. Edmondson. But that ends up being a pick 6. Final play of the half, Aston trying to go deep, but he is picked again. This one goes to Magna Vista, 32-16. Dogwood District scores for you. Alta Vista by 10 tonight. William Campbell over Randolph Henry. And two-time defending state champion Appomattox rolls. Gretna over Brunswick. There are two types of beings in the universe, those who dance and those who do not. The Spartans know all about getting in a championship groove. The Patriots invade Bogle in a tough Titan team. They go overtime tonight. And the Eagles make the trip to Lynchburg and a date on Liberty's Field plus this.
We're the Covington Cougars, and you're watching First and 10 on WSLS 10.
Your
All right, we move to Salem now, and once you get past their title celebration, you remember back to Amherst. The only blemish on the Spartan season a year ago, the Lancers were hoping to be less than hospitable hosts again. Let's get you out, and we are in Amherst, and Salem had other ideas. Jack Gladden back to pass. He's got all kinds of time. Luke Owen, and that is a Spartan touchdown. Salem is rolling. Salem continues. Gladden to Viante Tucker. We know this young man. Look at him balk. Man, when he turns on the afterburners, 13-3 Salem in this game. Amherst coming back. Frank Ross. He's turning up the gut right here, and Amherst is back in it right before the half. Amherst, big score right here. But nonetheless, Salem comes roaring back in this game for a 38-24 victory. Folks, year in, year out, this is one of my favorite openers. Hidden Valley wants to play good defense. They used to want to control it. Maybe they like to throw it around more. PH wants a track meet. So we go over to Eric, and Eric, are they still handing off batons at PH? Because that's pretty much how they run their offense. It looks like a relay race.
Exactly, and I think they're doing the same thing. Had a bit of a scare tonight, and you know, this is a good matchup. Out of all the years that they've gone head-to-head since 2009, PH has always had the upper hand in the game. But tonight, they had a test. Two teams with two different philosophies wanting to get a win. Let's take you out to the highlights, and this one was kind of like the tortoise and the hare in this game. Look at the little ones out for this one. Great matchup. Check it out. First quarter, Jonah Fitzgerald to Nathaniel Valentine. 40-yard touchdown on the play. PH struggled in the first half. Check out the pretty pass, but it's picked off by your quarterback, Jonah Fitzgerald. Later, Fittler got his team going, though. PH, this is on a dump pass from the quarterback to Joshua Taylor. He goes the distance to the house. Patriots trail 28-21 after trailing by as many as 14. Later, they come back under 2 to play. Jennings finds Leroy Thomas for the tying score, 35-all in overtime. Jennings running for his life, throws it up, tip. Look at the catch, D'Angelo Davis seals the deal, and PH gets the win over Hidden Valley.
Yeah, I don't know how we won that game. We just made some plays. You know, we made plays when we needed to. The kids didn't quit. But you got to give credit to Hidden Valley. They played well all night, and you know, they've got a pretty good squad over there.
It would have been a heartbreak if we'd have lost to them, but now we just got to move on forward into the next week. Focus on Brookville.
All right, exciting game nonetheless. Hidden Valley had control the whole time, but PH just kept hanging there, and it's not a lot of times you see teams with 4 turnovers actually come out victorious. So huge accomplishment for PH tonight, and for Hidden Valley, just a mental game, one of those games that can kind of get in your head. Hopefully they won't carry it on to next week. Appy.
Well, now we know who certainly was at the game of the night. Wow, what a grab to win it. All right, tonight a new era in Northside football begins under Coach Fisher. 3rd Vikings coach in 3 years, which may matter to the guys in green, but I'm guessing Pulaski County was focused on trying to win no matter who has the headset on. Northside at Pulaski, Jalen Jackson, and that is a pick by Sean Spencer, but it would lead to nothing. Here we go, Northside's Brent Butler, 4-yard tower of power touchdown. He is officially the rolling ball of butcher knives. Meantime, Pulaski's Cade Akers going to go up top. This one a 76-yard touchdown to Mason Clark. 7-6 game, Pulaski the lead, but Northside starts lowering the boom. Akers is hammered right there by Christian Fisher. Northside 38-28 as Coach Fisher wins game 1 by 10. Meantime, the Eagles of GW Danville took a half step back after a 3-year stretch that saw them ring up 32 wins. Not like anybody's complaining about a 7-4 playoff season, but the Eagles looking to take flight tonight. They were at LCA, and here we go. Second half starting, kickoff to GW. Long return by Weber Harris. Look at the speed on this young man as he splits the defense. He could go, but doesn't quite go all the way. GW Danville would cash in on the next play. LCA answers back. Ryan Stam to Tracy Hutcher. And this would eventually, nice footwork down the sidelines, be a touchdown. LCA up 35-27 and moving again. Nice run here by Josh Davidson, and they were in business. This one goes to the wire, 49-42. GW is victorious. All right, Southside scores. The former Giles star Nathan Tanner takes over in Martinsville. He falls by 7 tonight. Carroll County 25-7 over Patrick County. That was David Morrison's coaching debut. Meantime, Rustburg in the Seminole gets a victory. Liberty does as well. EC Glass in overtime makes it 3-for-3 for the Seminole District. All right, first you flick the switch, then this switch, that activates it, then you push the button, which gives us about 5 minutes to get out of here. Now, whatever you do, don't push this button because that will set off the bomb immediately and we'll all be dead. Now, repeat back what I just said. That's your basic instructions from our director, Ryan Burgess. Meantime, Fear the Wing is back up and running. We'll see if we got it cranked up tonight in Monito when we come back. Battle for Rockbridge County tonight. Here we go. Rockbridge County's quarterback is Ben Rodenizer. Short pass to Trinity Stores, who rambles 30 yards for the touchdown. Rockbridge in control throughout. How about Johnny Dunn, who's going to go 60 yards for a touchdown. And this one is all Rockbridge, 33-6. Your final, which brings us to the Blue Ridge. Stanton River nearly won the whole shooting match behind that crazy single wing, right? Alyssa, their opponent, not frankly a 2-8 team despite last year's struggles.
Absolutely. And the last time Stanton River played a game, they lost in a heartbreaker to Blacksburg in that 3A final. This year, Coach Poston's squad ready to go, and so's the Eagles' nest. The single wing, though, in action early. Grayson Overstreet around the left side, and he makes his own street straight to the end zone to give Stanton River a 7-0 lead. JF responds. Nathan Pribble hands off to Keenan Cuppet. He punches it in from short to tie it up 7-all. The Eagles would attack again. This time it's TJ Tester who stays in bounds for the score. 2-point conversion good. They take a 15-7 lead, but not so fast. Pribble, Cuppet combo again for the score. Their 2-point conversion is good. It's now 15-15, but Stanton River would pull away to win 44-27. To Harrisonburg at Lord Botetourt. Botetourt's running back Ethan Clower diving into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown run. Harrisonburg strikes back with a huge completion through the air to Jaheim Anderson, which set up the game-tying touchdown. The game was tied at the break 7-7. To the second half, the Cavs came out fired up on defense. Carlton Emerson snags the pick out of the air. Now Lord Botetourt with the ball. Freshman Hunter Rice rumbles down the field for his second score of the night. They go on to win 28-7.
Wow.
Yeah, and there are always questions entering a new season. Who's going to be good, who's not? We knew Lord Botetourt was going to be good. Another team we expect to do well is William Byrd.
Right, and I think the real question is, would their lines be improved because they lost a whole lot? I know Coach was concerned, and they knew where they were going to have to put them back together. Sam Danzler, keeper to the goal line, 27-0. William Byrd over Cave Spring. A little bit later on, Dylan Hatfield decides to keep it 2. He is in 34-0 William Byrd on their way to a 34-7 win. Heritage at William Fleming. Folks, the Pioneers had this one in hand. When I got there, it was 54-0, but I will show you William Fleming scoring. Nice pass here, Daquan Nichols to Dakota Hostin for the touchdown. 54-15 was your final. Scores for you, as you can see, Nelson County victorious, Eastmont Falls by 3 tonight. And how about Roanoke Catholic, the defending VIS Division III champs, with the victory 49-6. All right, that's going to do it as we begin another season of First and 10. It was a fine show indeed.